Onto this now, South African consumers looking for affordable and time-saving ways to carry out their banking needs now have a new offering in the digital paying sector. Now, BankservAfrica has just launched the PayShap in Johannesburg, and our business reporter Ntokozo Khumalo has been attending that gathering. Ntokozo, good morning to you once again. This new platform, what exactly is it offering the consumers?
Hi, Goli. Well, we just came out of the auditorium for the official launch of PayShap, which, as you rightfully said, is a BankServ offering an intermediate real-time digital payments service. And to help me unpack a little bit more of the details around the service, I'm now joined by Mpho Sadiki, who is the head of real-time payments at BankServ. Thank you so much for your time. Official launch has now taken place. Give us some quick insights on what consumers should know about the new digital payment option that they can now choose from.
Yeah, so today is a big day for South African payments. I think for me, consumers need to start thinking about these key terms. So we're going to talk about PayShap. We will, they'll start to hear more about Shap ID. So what is a Shap ID? So it's when your mobile number now becomes an access mechanism for you to receive payments into your linked bank account. So it's an exciting day for SA Payments. This is a journey that we've worked on over the last 5 years of taking payments from where it was, where you'll have to wait 2 or 3 days for money to reflect interbank in between accounts, to where we've just shown in the auditorium that it can happen in seconds. It will happen in seconds. So when you use the PayShap service, your payments from one bank to another will be cleared and made available within seconds. So, and that's a big win for us South Africans.
Now, PayShap obviously meets the mandate by the South African Reserve Bank to move South African society into a cashless society, but one of the main reasons that South Africans rely on cash is the safety, and as you said, I get my money now, I know where it's going, and the biggest issue being issues around security. Are you investing in actually making sure that South African consumers are aware of how to be safe when using digital payments for their banking needs?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, you speak about cash, right? So what PayShap gives you is exactly what cash does. It's immediate, it's instant, and has that instant gratification. So I've spoken to a number of people and I say, the reason I use cash, the reason why most people use cash is that I can touch and feel it. What we're doing with PayShap, with the banking industry, we are allowing for that immediate gratification where I can get money instantly and I get into my account. Now you talk about security. I think it's within the structure of what we built, because money is moving from one bank account through a proxy to another bank account. So customers shouldn't fear about security, because in a sense, it is even better than what you get with cash, because cash under a mattress, under a couch, it's not that secure, right? It can easily be stolen. We've spoken, one example that was used earlier today was that how do we get to a scenario where we have our social grant recipients waiting the whole day to receive their grant payments and withdraw that out in cash. With PayShap, we started to build that platform where people will be able to receive money into their bank account, don't necessarily have to withdraw it, and then they can pay somebody else who will receive that digital funds transfer from one account to the next.
Now, the part that got me excited about PayShap is the part where I can request to be sent money. I understand this is the first phase where it's that account-to-account payments, allowing for transfers. Talk us through the being able to exchange funds via WhatsApp, and the second phase of this rollout being people without bank accounts being able to request funds to be sent to them.
Yes, so PayShap, at launch, we're launching 2 features. So the one feature is what we all know today is I send you money through your bank account. So that's the account-to-account payment transfer. On top of that, we are launching what we call a pay by proxy. So what is pay by proxy is that your mobile number becomes the proxy to your bank account. So in my mobile app, I just type in your mobile number, that you've told me, and then I pay you, and that's how simple as it gets. Down the line, so where we're looking into Q3 this year, is that we're going to land another feature called Request to Pay. So what does that do? That's the ability for where using your proxy, I can request you to pay me. So that's the exciting part for retailers, for service providers, because they don't have to, they just send you a request to pay, and then you approve it, and the funds move off your account to their account. And that's we think will unlock a lot of potential from an economic point of view, because now you're facilitating trade with a more efficient payment system that links back to how businesses manage their payment rates. Yeah.
Paul, thank you so much for your insights. Of course, that was Paul Sadiki, who is the head of real-time payments for BankServ, just talking about how PayShap is really targeted at those South Africans that rely heavily on cash. The gokos back in the rural areas waiting for kids to send them money or to be able to pay those bills. So really targeting into those South Africans that still largely use cash to be able to trust the system and the banking system and know that they would be able to access their cash immediately. There's still a lot to unpack. We are going to talk to the banks that are part of these cohorts to see what they gain out of this, to actually work together in collaboration as banks to take on this add-on, as well as the South African Reserve Bank on how it drives its agenda for a digitally savvy and a cashless society by 2025. That's all we have for now, Goli. We will be continuing to watch the story and just get more insights from industry leaders on PayShap.
Ntokozo Khumalo, thank you very much for that update.